All right, this is about, first off, this is Neilson Dynasty. Please like, share, and subscribe. Be kind, helpful, and grateful because better than being a jerk. And buy yourself some silver and platinum because they're the two most undervalued precious metals or assets out there at this time that I've seen that's available for purchase. Anyhow, that's not what this is about. This is about projects that'll change the world. We already know I've done videos on the Gerd River Dam in Ethiopia and how it's going to supply all of Ethiopia's power, plus be able to export power to the eastern, central, and southern part of Africa. So here are some other projects that are going on or that are going to be going on. Two are, one is in the works. This is the project. It's in Egypt. The Egyptian government constructs a $5 billion artificial river parallel to the Nile. Egypt is building an artificial river spanning 114 kilometers in length parallel to the Nile River, the Egypt Independent Reporter stated. The Nile River, whose distance sources to believe to be Ngababa Forest in Rwanda, is primarily a water source for Egypt, Sudan, and South Sudan. Additionally, the Nile is an important economic river supporting agriculture and fishing. Egypt is digging through the desert to create the largest artificial in the northwest of the country, next to the Daba nuclear power plant as part of its new Delta project. The project, valued at 160 billion Egyptian pounds, 5.2 billion in American, will be the longest of its kind in the world and irrigate 2.2 million acres of new land for food. Professor of Water Resources and Irrigation Abbas Sharaki said the first canal is 42 kilometers long, including 26 kilometers of pipes and 16 kilometers of open track, and transports about 10 million cubic meters of Rashid branch within the Mostab Kabel Egypt project. He said, represents the first phase of the grand project in the new delta, with a total of about 3.5 billion cubic meters annually to irrigate about 600,000 acres, in addition to groundwater wells to irrigate 450,000 acres, for a total of 1.5 million acres, in which there are 6 large water pumping stations. That's the first part. The second channel extends about 170 kilometers from Hammam Station to transfer 7 million cubic meters a day to total about 2.5 billion cubic meters to south of Daba to irrigate 800,000 acres, within which of 22 kilometers are pipes with a length of 220 kilometers, I guess, and a diameter, km, whatever that is, and a diameter of 3 meters, and 148 km of the canal, open canal, with 13 water pumping stations. That is actually quite massive. So now that's what Egypt has going on. Now we're going to go to what the Taliban in Afghanistan is doing. And this report is from The Economist. The Taliban are digging an enormous canal. A major project in North Afghanistan risks rising. A mega project in North Afghanistan risks rising regional tensions. And that's bullshit. The Taliban officials have started taking up a new canal under construction in the arid north of Afghanistan. The video recently posted on YouTube shows shiny diggers roaring over sand dunes and workers from different ethnic groups toiling together. This Islamic regime says some 5,500 people are working around the clock on the project, using over 3,300 bits of machinery. Once completed, the Kosh Tepe Canal will divert water from the Amu Dareh River for irrigation. The river, once known as Okhus, rises in Afghanistan, Tajikistan, and flows through Uzbekistan and is one of the longest in Central Asia. The Taliban expect the project to turn 550,000 hectares of desert into much-needed farmland. That is over 1.1 million acres. Another large project in the desert. You have Egypt, you have Ethiopia, now you have Afghanistan, all turning their deserts into plush farm fields. And now let's see, we did Egypt, we did the Taliban. Now we are going to the hydrogen power plant, if I can. There we go. Hydrogen power. The DCR, that's the Democratic Republic of Congo, South Africa, to make a case for the Inga Dam at Paris summit. That's the summit that just happened with a whole bunch of countries. The president of the Republic of Congo and South Africa at the new global financing pact in Paris asked the world leaders present to invest in the Inga Dam electrification project. Echoing the desires of the Congo counterpart, President Cyril Ramaphosa of South Africa, speaking at the closing ceremony of the summit, said, to prove that this summit is not a summit where people just talk, flowing from the Paris COP as well as others, let us put our money on the table and collectively say we're going to address this mega project, a mega project which will in the end generate electricity for up to 12 to 15 African countries. That's on the west coast, central west coast of Africa. So now you have Ethiopia in the southeast. Yeah, Ethiopia, Congo, Egypt, Afghanistan, all creating things that are going to empower Africa. Anyhow, let me get, I digress. Okay. He noted that he was speaking in support of President Denis Nguesso of the Congo, who had earlier mentioned it at the heads of the state dinner. Mr. Ramaphosa said that something as practical as funding electrification of the Inga Dam, which according to him would generate up to 70,000 megawatts. Africans will now be convinced that these summits are really meaningful. So here we go with another project. Has not started, has been looked at for quite some time. They look like they might be trying to fund it now. It's one of the largest. It's going to be twice the size of, twice the power as the that dam that's fixing to collapse in China, the Three Rivers Gorge Dam. It's twice as big as that one. So there you go with projects that are going on in Africa, south, east, southwest, north, and in Afghanistan, that are all going to be food creators for the future and power creators. So again, I say, look to those areas of the world, Africa, for a possible financial investment. Thank you for watching. This is Neil Son Dynasty. Please like, share, and subscribe. Buy some silver and some platinum, and have a nice day. Oh yeah, be kind, helpful, and grateful. Bye-bye.